It was 1928, 10 years after the First World War. British pilots on an expedition were flying over the Sudan desert in North Africa when they discovered what looked like small pyramids buried in the desert. The pilots couldn't land and had no equipment to take pictures, so they reported their findings up their chain of command. The British and American military both decided to go on a land expedition to the location of these ancient pyramids discovered in the Sudan. They made contact with the locals in the area, and most of them wanted nothing to do with it. Their ancestors told them it was far too mysterious and ancient. They told them stories of superstitious fairy tales and magical experiences of what their ancestors experienced when they explored that ancient city of pyramids. The Sudanese people told them there were over 200 pyramids that can be explored, with some pyramids having an entrance possibly going inside. Some of the Sudanese people went with the British and American military and their explorers to the region. In the deep desert heat, they took pictures, measurements, and surveyed the land. One man, Colonel Reginald Blumenthal, asked one of the Sudanese to take him to a possible entrance of one of these pyramids. The men walked over to a large doorway on the side of one of these pyramids. They walked in and they saw a long, endless hallway. They kept walking in as it felt like they were walking down into the deep underground. They eventually came across an open, flat land. A gust of cool air blew by them, making them feel the environment was livable. Then they saw what looked like huge rooms and stairways, like an old city or community lived deep down in this underground area. Right in the center of this community was a large circular circle disc, with some sort of hieroglyphics scribed on it. Colonel Blumenthal told the men he was going to walk through the circle, as it clearly did not appear to be anything significant. Blumenthal and one of the Sudanese locals decided to walk inside the circle, but when they did, to the men watching, they disappeared. But to Blumenthal, they walked entirely into another time, or dimension, or universe. They saw what looked like ancient Egypt, but was filled with vegetation, animal and plant life. With many people walking around what looked like the pyramids of Giza. They saw humans, giants, and men with elongated skulls. It appeared they were looking at multiple humanoid species working and living side by side. Some looked alien, or definitely not human. They even saw flying discs. It appeared they may have been watching a pivotal point in human history, but it appeared to be a lot more ancient, stepping into the ancient past, or alternate universe, or dimension of a perceived reality. And after a few minutes they turned around and walked back into the other side. And into the underground cavern they first saw the circle. It appeared it was some sort of ancient portal, or Stargate, built by whatever race of people that possibly resided there. When Colonel Blumenthal returned, they told him he was gone for several days, which wasn't possible because he was only there for a few minutes. Clearly, he broke our known laws of physics and stepped outside of space and time. There is much talk in pseudoscience that ancient stargates found by archaeologists have mystical powers built by advanced or alien civilizations. He told his chain of command what he witnessed inside the Sudanese pyramids. It became evident to the military this had to be sealed off for reasons of national security. Even if no one believed his story, it still became closed off, only available to the military. To this day, there is no other intel about the mysteries of the Sudanese pyramids, or any further stories about entrances inside any of the hundreds of pyramids in the Sudan. Today, there is no evidence of any entrances or tunnels going deep into the underground of the pyramids. But as we know, if there were anything otherworldly operating in this region, it would immediately be sealed off for reason of national security. It may not be the case in this story, but definitely is the case in other ancient historical sites we will be exploring next.